This is maybe the first proper human mirror that we have. For Dendi, we've seen a lot of Mountain King first, but he's also shown to have lots of diverse styles. Not Pally Rifle, but Archmage and Mountain King and Expansion and Tier 3. Lots of different things. So we're going to have probably a more standard series for the first time today. It's not going to be weird all-ins. It's not going to be weird cheeses. And we're going to have the Archmage from Annie, most likely as well. That's what she's been preparing. So, cool to see maybe a little bit more of a meta strategy with the coaching of Leon and the coaching of Saul. Although Saul might have tried to push her towards Pally Rifle, I think she resisted enough to go with the AM. So, excited to see how this unfolds. Dendi's going to be the favorite in this group. We even mentioned him being the favorite maybe in the whole tournament, but who knows what the coaching has done for Annie. I think she might have a couple tricks up her sleeve as well. Northern Isle is going to be the first map. We'll see if they go for the fast expansion. It's going to be Archmage for both players. But there is room for the Mountain King. I would expect that from Dendi. Maybe not in this series, but maybe in the future. Heroes are going to come out very, very soon, and we'll see how the first militia creeping. Just like with Night Elf, we worry about them losing their Range to War. We worry about them denying creeps. For human players, when you're starting off, we worry about them losing militia. 1 is acceptable, maybe even 2 is acceptable, but it's when you start to lose more than that or start to take too much damage on your Archmage when you're first creeping that things get a little bit dicey. Human Mirror is typically about, when it is Archmage for both players, about level 3 creep routes. So whoever is a little bit more studied, which honestly I might give the favorite to Annie for the more studied in the realm of creep routes. Whoever's more studied has a quicker level 3 Archmage. Quicker level 3 Archmage means better harass potential much earlier, and then you tend to win the exchanges and snowball from there. So keep an eye out for that. I know you guys don't have the camera moving right now, but Dendi is going to be going for an expansion. Once Neo gets back, we'll be able to see that.
I'm back. It's all good. And we didn't miss anything,
F7
guys.
as well.
Oh shit, F7. Yeah, that is something I forgot. But apart from that, we didn't miss anything, right? Build orders, expansion. It is, as you said, both Archmage play.
Yeah, you love to see it. I was saying just a little bit more of a standard game is cool to see. We do, once you get into the present time, we do actually have Annie building a blacksmith, which makes me wonder if she only practiced one base rifle caster.
Yes.
Which is a very precise build, and you can play that against everything. Probably Human Mirror is the one matchup where it would be a little bit weird in, but this is a build order that you could play till the end of time and still not perfect. So I like to see rifle caster being attempted here by Annie.
Yeah, we did tell her about defend and more footmen against Dendi probably, but target practice was surely against Soda and against Tyler, not against Dendi really. Yeah. She said, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna be outmatched there anyway, so let's just try to beat the other two guys, and what happens against Dendi happens against Dendi, whatever. But so far, yeah, solid creeping, solid build order, everything fine. But yeah, she has to be aware of that expo and then push, but her timings can be deadly, so let's not rule her out just yet.
Yeah, and if Dendi doesn't get defend on his footman, if he forgets it and then he's being pushed by Ralph Caster, it's still a very strong, potent army. I like to see Dendi going for the fast expansion. He's definitely the player I feel like that is playing the least gimmicky. He's not going for just one build order. He's sort of playing the closest to the meta. Maybe you could say Tyler's kind of doing that too, to an extent, although he's kind of got stuck in his ways with his army composition as well. Dendi, the fact that he's going for a fast expansion and Human Mirror, it's not like the craziest thing. Very, very high-level human players will do this almost every time. We see players like Hawk or maybe Fortitude or Sock go for this. But for a player this new to the game, for Dendi to go for a fast expo in this matchup is pretty impressive, honestly.
Alrighty, let's see. Dendi scouting sees nothing unusual as we have 5 footmen. Tier 2 is done. Curious about the second hero choice. Should be Mountain King then. And Dendi's tech hasn't even started yet. No.
He could start it now. He's got enough lumber, but yeah, a little bit late. A little bit late for sure. Preparing towers, preparing a shop before he techs. But again, if there's no defend,
yep,
Annie's timing could be deadly. She just has to find out about the expansion, which I'm not sure she has yet.
All right. Even if the push goes towards the main, this could still be deadly.
True.
Tech has started around 3 minutes until the tier 2 stuff comes online. Until then, it's going to be a lot of footmen on Dendi's side. Did not forget about the farms. Goes Blacksmith now himself. And Annie got level 3, waiting for the Mountain King to come. Level 2 Water Elemental. Scroll of the Beast, Carson.
That could find huge impact. Many things are easily countered if Dendi has everything he needs, like Dispel for the Scroll of the Beast, like Defend for the Riflemen, but could easily just forget them or not have them in time. There's lots of footmen, but Annie goes across, and that Mountain King should soon be joining up with her human army, and Dendi goes for a counterattack, but this could be kind of a base trade that would not favor Annie.
Ships in the night in the middle. Arcane Tower is up. She's gonna be scared about the tower. Oh, sees it now. What's up? What's up? What's up? Mountain King surrounded by Dendi immediately. The former Dota world champion with a huge kill to open up the mid game.
Yeah, really nicely done. Locked it in without any sort of CC, any sort of stun. Just immediately got that Mountain King kill. Annie TP's back. She is stronger right now with or without that Mountain King. She's got Rifleman, and she's tier 2 to call Militia to defend with her at home, but no Scroll of the Beast used just yet. Dendi just needs to buy time, and he realizes that.
Yeah, Priest would be amazing, of course. Unfortunately, only Rifleman in production. Nothing else. Footmen are attacking the rifle. Nice targeting by Dendi. More and more units are falling here. Annie also, not the worst fight at all, but Dendi's class shining through.
Dendi playing very, very well here in this game. Even a nice little SimCity as an expansion. Not perfect, but he's still had a very nice base build over there. He's one of the few humans to actually be blocking his base, too. And he's getting close there with the base build, but not quite. Yeah, lots of water elementals, illusions all around. And he unfortunately doesn't have gold for the Mountain King, or didn't, because she queued up so many riflemen. But trying to hold on now. Call to arms.
Yep, last stand, maybe. With Priest, this would have all been a little easier with the healing. Has done a good job in practice games. But from here on out, it's all Dendi show. We're moving to tier 3, cruising, get the workshop in, get the Mountain King in. Probably a double workshop. Okay. Dendi, throughout his latter sessions, he has been freestyling a lot. So I'm curious what he's going to produce.
Yeah, I mean, tanks aren't the worst thing. They're typically not played in Human Mirror. But who knows? Maybe they should be played in Human Mirror. Maybe tanks are the secret weapon in Human Mirror.
Right?
Because I can't think of... You know, they can't be bad. Against Orc, there's Raiders and Bat Riders and stuff. But against Human, what do they have? More tanks?
I don't know. Some mortars, maybe, but you don't have a workshop, so that will take forever. I can't think of anything.
Yeah. Mass flying machines with bombs? I guess that would be the best counter of not mortar teams. Takes a while to get there. Yeah, I think tanks should be meta in Human Mirror. I'm going to say it.
I mean, watching tanks fight each other is not much more boring than like breakers, so everything else but breakers is an improvement anyway, and if that leads to 2 base races, yeah, then give me that.
Yeah, imagine both fast expand, both go triple workshop tanks. That would be an epic meta if we ever get there. I would love to see that.
They should have let the tanks attack ground as they always intentioned.
Yeah, true. Archmage's level 5 for Dendi, continuing the pressure. He knows he can lose all of his footmen. He could even lose the Archmage at this stage, as long as his macro is uninterrupted back home. Oh, Mountain King runs into the coops a little bit. Again, it doesn't really matter for Dendi. He's got 3k gold. He's just waiting for tier 3, and then he can explode into 100 supply if he wanted.
Yep. Mountain King got some kills, and he's using his spells well. Archmage levels up to 2. The most important thing by Annie has always been, is she using her resources or not? And that is absolutely the case, even though there was quite a few units queued. That held her back. The fights have always been good. Nice targeting, good usage of spells, etc. Just then sometimes floating 2k resources. And she's probably also a little bit nervous going into this, not having been a one-on-one competitor, at least. So, good start in a series that's probably designed to get her started for the rest of the day.
For sure. Yeah, a good warm-up, absolutely. Because, really, Tyler and Soda are going to be the matches that she's going to have the best chances in. Dendi is going to be difficult for everybody today. And probably everybody tomorrow, too, if favorites prevail in this group. But for now, creeping up the Mountain King. Dendi has 3 workshop. He is going tags.
No.
Back in home triple workshop tags.
Yeah, that's going to be rough to take out with just rifles. Archmage Mountain King can't be targeted. But Annie, can she kill the Mountain King? There's another hammer. But unfortunately, I don't think she can block And mana is empty as well. With Brilliant Zora, you're gonna get some mana back. That's fine. But yeah, honk honk. Triple workshop even. Is this Fortitude playing?
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, someone said in chat this is like Fortitude versus Infi. Absolutely. It's like TH versus Infi back in the day.
Pretty much, pretty much. And he continues to get more kills. Level 2 Mountain King as well. More farming. The towers were really nice with good coverage as well. But yeah, the longer the game goes, the better it is for the player with an expansion, obviously. So I think I've never seen tanks in a human base, to be honest. I'm curious if my brain can process this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have either. It's an unfortunate game for Annie. I think if she just was given another 30, 40 seconds of space, it was unfortunate the Mountain King came out. She was getting her first priest online. She was just starting to cook, and then Dendi surrounded the MK, forced the TP back, unfavorable fight. If Annie just had another minute to get the army together that she's familiar and comfortable with, and then push the Expo, it could have been a much different game.
Yep. Also, I think she was a bit scared of the expansion and the towers. She was running all the way there, then backing off, and then the complicated situation with the surrounded Mountain King was happening. Then overall that Chaos forgot to produce priests, because like 2 priests in that fight in her base, huge help. But anyway, anyway, you know, because her name is Annie. Whatever! We got another focus on the Mountain King. Always targets the weak unit first, and that Mountain King is severely hurt. Playing around the cooldown. Mountain King by Dendi falls, despite having an Invo Potion. He is a Night Elf player after all.
I think it was Micro in the tanks, but yeah, Annie does have the stronger army. The only issue is Piercing is not that good against Fortified, and there is a lot of tanks rolling in.
Ooh, 5 of
Someone
them.
cue Limp Bizkit.
Nasty, keep rolling, rolling, rolling. I made the same joke today in the afternoon cast. The base build is actually...
that's a lot of tanks.
It is a lot of tanks. And piercing damage is horrible against it. Can't be targeted by Stormbolt. We don't have Blizzard. Yeah, that's rough. And the Mountain King falls as well after being super hurt. A warm-up game for both players, probably as its favorite versus underdog. But Dendi shows already he is a showman.
Calling militia, not repairing. You might be able to out-repair this with every single peasant, and Annie could actually fight the army and win. If knights are going down, that's 2 already. But unfortunately, not repairing that heat, and even if she did, she might run out of resources before she cleans up this amount of tanks. Main goes down. Annie fighting back and finding a lot of kills, but the tanks are going to kill her whole base.
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't think she's ever seen a tank in a match before. Nobody plays that. Yeah. She's still trying to get some motivational moments out of here, like a hero kill, level 5 Archmage, not too shabby. But yeah, hero focus without a Mountain King is obviously also hard, and I think we're drawing out the match until the last building falls. As long as there's a will, there's a way, but as long as there's a tank, there's a lot of building damage.
Now the transition into mortar teams for Dendi as well to have some sort of fighting army. With frag charges, it'd be good against the rifles, and of course already good against the priests. Tanks. Closing out. I think Annie's just there hiding farms. This guy's going to BM you with tanks. Hide some farms. Go for it.
Yeah, would love
I'd
to see it. She's way too nice for that behavior, though. She had some base races, and that was a novel concept then to build buildings in the enemy base. We're just trying with the pickaxes, you know, slow and steady sometimes wins the race. Probably not in this case. But
this is just a simple case of an expansion going unpunished. I don't think it was bad micro, bad macro, bad army composition from Annie. It was just simply the expansion mined for too long. And this is what games look like when that happens in any matchup.
Dendi, second Mountain King kill against him, despite the potions. Maybe showing some flaws, that he's not the uber boss that everybody makes him out to be.
4 buildings left. And nothing being rebuilt. Slowly but surely, we're having our first elimination of the day. By the way, we still haven't seen... Oh, no, we did see a charm. I was going to say, we haven't seen an ultimate yet, but could see a mass TP.
And, well, Dendi has the TP here. Mortar teams are coming in as well. Last building for Ani. Rough start. This is the win condition. The first win via building elimination. GG, Dendi.
And I don't think it'll be the last either. I have a feeling we might see some base races today. I'd be sad if we didn't have at least one base race in these 12 best of threes today.
You like to point out that number, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Annie's fights
Macro was solid.
have been pretty impressive. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, gotta switch.
She's been doing that micro map with Sol.
Exactly. That was smart. I don't know if she used that too much after she was introduced to it, but good approach by Sol to get some practice in.
Yeah, I feel like every player could utilize that map a little bit more. I've been playing it a ton recently too because my micros suck, so I've just been playing that when I don't want to have the stress of playing ladder. I just play that for like an hour, and it's not as good as playing ladder games, but it's lower. I can listen to a podcast and do it. You know.
Alrighty. We are on Tight Hunters. Bottom right-hand side is Annie in the yellow. Upper left-hand side is Dendi with the 1-0 and the expected win so far. This should be loser's choice then. So let's see if this game goes a little better, if Annie can shake off the nerves, and what strategy Dendi is using to style this time. I was low-key expecting Mountain King openings.
Me too, yeah. I think we'll see Mountain King eventually. Maybe he just doesn't play it in Human Mirror. It is good in Human Mirror in certain cases, but maybe the least common matchup to see it in. F7, by the way.
I did F7. I'm totally prepared. I'm 155, 156,
Yep,
maybe 7. There you go.
Perfect. All right. What will the strategies be for both players? We have Archmage for both. But the question remains, will Dendi go for the expansion yet again? Oh my god. That is... he got coaching from Foggy, and Foggy just put out a YouTube video on this, so it makes sense he showed it. But this is such a high-level creep route. This is like... very, very... like, this is the standard creep route in Human Mirror. This is very impressive from Dendi.
Okay, Foggy practice showing off. This is also freaking clean, by the way.
Yeah. Couple hits on the Archmage, tanks a little bit, but regen kicks in, gets the perfect item for the Archmage. Like, show me a Fortitude game and show me a Dendi game, wouldn't be able to tell 2 minutes into the game.
This is crazy, man. Yeah, a couple of hits, as you said. Robe of the Magi as well, amazing item. Instant level 2 advantage. And distraction with the Footman at the same time. Last week, Dendi always lost this scouting Footman every single game. He just sent it over, scouting for the sake of people say I have to do this, and then
yeah.
But not anymore, man. The progress.
So the perfect creep route in Human Mirror for Dendi now would be to creep the turtles and then to militia creep the orange to the north of his base. That would be optimal, but he's going to go aggressive. He has the item advantage, but Annie also got claws. And we'll get level 2 if she's able to clean up both of these turtles. Very, very close to level 2. Still could be a relatively even exchange between the two players.
Let's see how that works out. Focus fire on the herd units. Dendi microing like the boss that he is. Footman saved. Frustrating, but the second one is still hurt. And saving that as well. God, Dendi, he is a good player, isn't he?
Yeah, saving them well, continuously pressuring the Archmage. A big part of this micro is always having your Archmage attacking and always be attacking the right targets. So every time the Archmage of Annie's in range, Dendi makes sure to focus fire that, and so on and so on. Very nicely done, but Annie fights back and forces Dendi to go home and now can maybe get level 2 for herself.
This is probably similar to a Dota laning stage, right?
Yeah, exactly. Always getting auto attacks, never miss DPS on the other champions in your lane, or whatever they call it in Dota.
Good here. Yeah, good question. What is it? Is it heroes there? I don't know. Question in chat. How do your graphics look so crisp? Exclamation mark Kenshin gives you the answer.
Annie with a nice creep. I like to see her confidently going for this despite the pressure. She's going to be able to get her level 2. Lionhorn, fantastic item there, and Archmage will get close to level 3. Even maybe a slight experience advantage for Annie after she cleans this up, but Dendi's going to get both the turtles in the center. That'll be level 3 tech for both players. A little bit of an advantage for Dendi, and even though he went for the more aggressive creep route, he's also got the shop, but should even out in the end. Of course, no fast expansion is really the big difference maker in this game compared to last.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with Annie's performance. Good creep route, showing confidence, taking a fight early, holding her ground against Dendi in a straight-up fight with similar forces. Needs a few levels now, which is the green. That is level 3 then as well. Dendi has a little bit more map control and can now either creep or go aggressive. And Dendi, if he has the choice, always goes aggressive.
Sells the double slippers and buys staff teleportation boost speed. Dendi, aware of what items are useful for him and what items are not, keeps the +6 intelligence. Dota player shines through, and he does get level 3 Archmage. Rifleman on the way, tower up, and Militia could be called again, and he could hold this quite easily if all things go well for her.
Oh.
But Militia not called yet.
Let's see. Archmage a bit far forward. Chaotic situation, but moves away. Mountain King in production, very important. At least for Dendi, and he's still waiting for that tier 2 to finish.
Nice deny on the Footman. Micros the Footman away and then denies it when it was about to get last hit. Look at Dendi go. Yeah, he's styling a little bit. If he keeps up this performance throughout the day, he's going to be a huge favorite in this group. He is totally out-microing Annie right now, but the Footman does eventually go down. Annie also saves an Archmage, which is nice. And does she have the macro behind this? No, 1,000 gold, unfortunately, for Annie. She's crumbling a little bit to the pressure, whereas Dendi, Mountain King on the way, and first Sanctum of probably what will be 2 Sanctums going to come out soon.
Wee-oo, macro police, not happy. This is what Saul always said when we went over 600 gold. But yeah, there's so much pressure on her. Don't blame her, really. Dendi is just standing there, summons one water elemental after the next, healing so much. And yeah, looking good, man. He's playing this super clean.
Yeah, Dendi's micro's on point, and it can be hard to macro and both try to control these fights when you're up against somebody that has the level of mechanics that Dendi just naturally has from being a Dota champion. So it can be really, really hard to not fall under the pressure, and Annie holds on. It's still one base. Dendi is going tier 3, but that means Annie will have a little bit of time to catch up. She just needs to get her second hero and needs to get that Sanctum online.
We need to throw these hammers, but the one to throw the hammers is Dendi once again. No TP just yet, but instantly to reposition. Save what there is to save, which is not this Rifleman.
Out. There's another bolt, but the priests are on their way soon. Next bolt gets thrown. Archmage unfortunately goes down, and that might be the 2-0. There's even defend for the Rifleman. Dendi again in a very, very strong position, but Annie not one to give up quickly. Calls Militia and could hold with these Militia.
Okay, maybe you surround on the Footman, but Dendi micros that away as well. A very expected one-sided affair thus far. Mountain King will be back this time. We don't forget to produce the priest. That's good. But yeah, what's he doing with the tier 3? Is he possessing the water elementals then? Is that the play?
Yeah, that could be nice if he does get any breakers out eventually, but could also just go for Knight's Inner Fire and a Paladin third. But Dendi, I mean, he went tanks game 1. I think, yeah, any unit is open for the rest of the day after we've seen that. Level 2 on the Mountain King. Dendi at this point. It's all gravy from here, all the damage he does.
Can you imagine Tyler1 against Dendi when Dendi moves the units away like he did against Annie, all red, just an inch away from dying? How molding this person will be?
And I would say maybe Ompi would be favorited here, but Tyler has pretty good micro when he has less than 12 units for obvious reasons.
Don't mention it.
But his early game micro is really, really good. So if he goes up against Dendi and he Farseer harasses Dendi, that's going to be cinema to see that, because he's been very impressive, beating a lot of players with 2 Headhunters and a Farseer.
Yeah, 1000%. And of course, with lower level players, if you put pressure on them, they often falter. Wouldn't say Dendi is in that regard anymore, so very excited to see his resistance. And Dendi with the kit towers, no, yeah, he's putting on the towers. Oh man, get out of my game.
I like the focus fire from Annie. She focused the tower on the priest, and then once the priest was out of mana, straight to the Archmage. Really, really important, underutilized thing is making sure those arcane towers are getting maximum value. Mana, Grubby even said it, mana is the most valuable resource next to gold in Warcraft 3, so arcane tower can win you games.
Right on. And Dendi moves the Mountain King away. And he wants this kill at all costs. Just like in game 1 when the dwarf fell twice. But the damn priests, man, they heal so much.
She had a bolt, used it on the peasant. Cancels the towers in the meantime. The peasants for Annie distract while the heroes kill the towers. The storm bolt lands. Oh, one more attack. Mountain King does go down in a level up. All right, let's go, Annie.
Yeah, let's go get that motivational victory for the games to come. This game, well, it's supply-wise rather even, and the macro police is happy by now, even though there are very few workers left, so there's not too much gold to spend, so maybe that...
Alan meets up now. The Archmage, lots of priests here. He doesn't have a depth for his priests right now, Dendi. The water elementals are still going to be pretty good. Mountain King could be healing up if only there was a priest for Annie in the back. Militia still canceling the builds. She's done a good job of not allowing Dendi to get a massive towers in the front. But she is losing a lot of resources to continuously call militia like this.
And they're all falling as well. We're down to 7 workers. Dendi with the knights coming in, with the sorks coming in. Second approach. Archmage moving forward. Instantly target. Dendi's reaction speed still top-notch.
Elemental Summon, Arcane Tower again focusing quite well. Both the heroes are low. The Arcane Sanctum sadly has not been utilized at all this game. And it could have healed up the heroes. Militia called probably one last time as the Mountain King finally comes over the altar yet again for Dendi. The real weakness of Dendi this series seems to have been just the Mountain King. He keeps losing that thing, but other than that, super well played.
Stormbolt surround, but too much firepower, too much healing, too much sustain. That should be game then in a bit. 17 food. But yeah, and is there? Oh, it's one rifle. There's no worker anymore. So sad.
Oh, there's the priest. Okay, that's what we needed. The priest healing, sometimes overlooked, but 25 every time he waves his arms like that. It can heal up a hero, as we're seeing right now, to full HP in 10-15 seconds, no problem. It's such a good unit to have in this sort of a position, but unfortunately, too late.
Too little, too late. Dendi too good. Sets the path for the rest of the group. Tyler will be shaking. Soda will be shaking. Or everybody just knows he's that damn good. And Ampi gets some game tape. Probably realizing some flaws, as this is the expected final then. Mountain King gets killed again. And Dendi with a clean 2-0. Show who's boss.
Very nicely done, as expected. Annie holds, but not long enough, unfortunately. But that's the most difficult match for her today. So, okay.
Soda versus Dendi. Having the respect for Dendi that you have, you still cheering 1000% for Soda now?
Soda's the underdog as well. You know, I hope to see a good match. I want to see Dendi struggle a little bit, at least, you know? But, yeah, I hope for Soda. I want it, because I also want to see some variety. We don't want to have all humans and night elves in the grand finals, right? We want to see an orc or an undead.
Well, I want to see a human in the final. That's, of course, going to be Annie Fuchsia.
Yep, true. But just one, you know? Just one.
Yep.
And then we need either an orc or an undead after that. Round it out a little bit.
Yeah, fair. Alrighty, Soda, bottom left-hand side. Does this build tell you anything already?
Crypt Lord, baby. Seems to be the ghoul opener.
I think there's a chance he goes DK ghouls?
No, I don't think so. I think it'll be the Crypt Lord. I know because I hit F7. I have to admit, I'm not, didn't predict it that much.
Okay, cool to see. Abandoning the Crypt Lord for a long time on ladder to just bring... I always thought this is his strongest strategy. This is what he should feel most comfortable with. And he's bringing it in the toughest match he probably has in this group. Feels good. I think it's totally the right call. Go Soda.
A player's forces are under attack.
And what's cool about this, for us at least, being old people in this game, it's getting to see the old school Melting Valley, which we rarely ever get to see, but the lab next to the expansion, you can literally pull the creeps from the lab to Dendi's expansion, and that is an ogre that shockwaves your peasants.
Yes, I forgot about that.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, so Mountain King, Crypt Lord, 2 heroes that maybe we thought would be overlooked and are not. So it's cool to see, and it will be an expansion for Soda.
Do you see the main, bro?
Yeah, he pulled it off to build the Expo and forgot to rebuild it, but luckily I think that harass from the footman, sometimes it's better to not harass newer players so that they don't check their base, and then they mess things more up like that, but yeah.
Oh man, super annoying, little bit of gold wasted.
You have been entertaining me for hours here as
Oh,
money's
man.
B2 woe B2 woe.
2,000 bits, Sonic. You've been entertaining me for hours. Here's monies. Thank you for monies, Sonic.
Thanks, dude. Oh, Dendi. Wow. Finds the Expo cancel timing. That is, I figured if you wanted to expand in this tournament, you just got to expand. You just got away with it. But Dendi finds the Acolyte and cancels the gold mine. Wow. He is really, he is playing levels above what I expected to find this timing.
And it has to be said, this is not the regular expansion position. This is already a sneaky Expo by Soda. The regular one would have been on the left-hand side where Dendi is as well, mirrored on his side. But Dendi just doesn't care, man. I don't even know if that was scouted, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he just ran straight there. Dendi, obviously a very intuitive player. He said about the tanks, like, oh, I don't know. I just thought they were good. I never really used them before. So he does do these sort of heads-up plays. But nice impale from Soda is a good start to the first fight.
That was perfect. Every single unit by that impale. He indeed watched some happy VODs, that's for sure. So lots of beetles, lots of skeletons, and when something dies, just summon new stuff.
I think Soda is correct to try to get the expansion up still. He should not. He should expand or die, essentially. I think is the right way to play this matchup. Get the expansion up, or you have to leave the game. Is simply currently how the meta is, and Soda's correct to go for that.
Frustrating to get that deny right in your face. For Dendi, no tech just yet. He needs a little lumber. Gold is plenty, so we will get more and more and more footmen, which is always more stability. Towers coming up, shop coming up. Soda, does he know about this Expo is the question. And what can he do about it?
I think he'd probably be expecting it, having seen the expansion versus Annie earlier, but maybe he doesn't know where it is. He expand to the corner. Maybe he says, why doesn't Dendi expand to the corner? Yeah, Grubby pinging that spot, realizing now that it's Old Melting Valley. I was wondering how long it would take him.
Long time, right? The professional casters here at Back to Warcraft and identified this immediately, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, the lab is usually like here-ish, where the green is, so that's how you identify what this Melting Valley is. But I don't think we have to regame, even though that would probably be nice for Soda as the Mountain King comes in with a huge clap.
Well, if only Soda had an impale, he could maybe defend here. He's kind of pseudo-surrounded, but he's able to get out maybe. Dendi's aware of surrounds. He will probably try to kill this Cryptlord with a Stormbolt, but it's very healthy right now. He's just killing the ghouls. Soda trying to buy space for his expansion. That's not probably cancelable any longer, but he has not upgraded towers just yet. Deny there with the item.
Uh-oh, Soda is losing a lot. You mentioned the surrounds. Is the first one closed? No! Very, very narrow. Could have been it, but now floodgates open for the footies on the Echoes.
So it is pulling ghouls from the main base. He just needs to live a little while for the tower to get up and the ghouls to make it here. Don't get your Cryptlord surrounded, but he runs right into it. Unfortunate for Soda. Can he still hold once the towers get up? The ghouls are marching over from the main.
And Dendi is cruising towards a clean 1-0, which would then be his 3-0 in maps. If he's a little unlucky, he's blocked there as well. Disaster for Soda, unfortunately. The might that is Dendi cannot be matched.
Unfortunate start for Soda. I think with these towers, he could probably stick around a little while longer. His tech's going to be super delayed. The Mountain King's going to be super stacked on levels. But I don't think Dendi's going to be able to win the game here. Unfortunately, he is teching up, and he's probably going to go tanks. But Soda can hold on. He can try to hold on.
For sure, for sure, for sure. More ghouls. He's going fiends now, which Dendi will probably be answering with defend and some footmen. He has no intention to leave early. He stays as long as he can. Gets another ghoul and maybe another. He hides in this little nook at the tree line, so only one ghoul can attack. Gets the level up, can stay a little longer. Emotional damage.
That is tough for Soda, and he TPs not to his main by double tapping, but to the expansion where the shop is in the front. Very, very nice play from Dendi through and through. This is so far the cleanest game we've seen from anyone in the tournament, I would say.
Yep, I agree.
Very well played.
1000%. He got 1400 gold and a little lumber is missing, so a shredder would be nice. Griffin Aviary is coming. He's not tanking, so that's sweet. It's only Griffin's coming. I mean, it's only the hard counter to Crypt Lord. Like, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and only one aviary just yet. I mean, yeah, Shredder, as you mentioned, could be pretty good, but he's got enough lumber for now, and he continues the pressure. Soda just trying to get his Crypt Lord out again, trying to resaturate that expansion, which is all the correct things to do, but unfortunately has taken too much damage. This Mountain King is going to be level 5 before the Crypt Lord's even level 3 at this rate.
You know, at the end of the day, Humba, everybody knows.
True.
These fiends don't do too much. One Acolyte being picked up after the other. Impale. The Impales are sweet, man. Can say what you want, but hitting the spells like a boss.
Just ask Checky about how he feels about the Mountain King in this matchup, and he'll tell you. He'll tell you. As a Dota player himself, he'll tell you how strong it is.
Somewhere in Czechia, Czechia is still raging. This goddamn Mountain King 10 years since for 10 years I've been raging. Oh, no, Dendi styling and profiling with the hero kill, with the tier 3 almost finished. And defend against the Fiends. Fiends, probably not the right call. Ghouls would have been better, but if you're uncomfortable playing that, yep. And now, as if a normal Mountain King wouldn't have been enough, now he gets fed by the Blood Mage. And yeah, this is like Dendi playing a Wisp in Dota, I guess.
Yep. Very nicely done, and it's just a matter of time. He's pretty much farming experience. Infinite creeping in the bottom right of Melting Valley. The clap kills another, and the Acolytes will soon fall. So trying to hold on, trying to get the Crypt Lord back again. Going for a second Crypt now. He's holding on. He realized he's got his expansion up in 3 towers that are pretty good. So he's just trying to hold on, but unfortunately Dendi, he's going to have Mass Griffin soon as well.
Dendi also with the mechanical critter. Wonder where that is. It is a boa. So who spots it?
Yeah, I was looking for that.
Yeah, me too, man. Where is it? I don't know. Is it in the base somewhere? Oh, that's a pig. Yeah, I think it's in the base. But
it's super underused. Like, I think you could buy a Shredder with that, right? Without running into the creeps by Shredder Zeppelin with the critter. Like, it's really an underused thing, mechanical critters.
Happy bought like 3 when he was off racing versus 1-0.
They're good. Like, people don't always kill critters, and they scout. They're good. They cost barely any gold. They should be used more, but human players, just like an orc player using backpack, human players do not use mechanical critters.
Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Backpack's so good.
Yeah. Comes back for the 3rd time. Skippy, you could do it. Come on.
Come on, little Skippy. He is going for the surround on the Blood Mage, though. Is it close? I'm not too sure. But maybe. He got... No, the damn TP. Nice timing by Dendi. Even in those situations, he's good.
Yeah, if Soda had attacked instead of summoning beetles, maybe he gets the kill, but at least he forces a TP. At least he can try to stabilize. He's got 2 Crypt Fiends, and he's going to be tier 2 eventually. 2 Crypt Fiends can beat low numbers of Griffins, but when it gets to higher numbers, you need Banshees, you need Tri-Hero, you need upgrades, and Soda's not going to have any of those things for a while.
And Soda was talking about how Pearl Nova is super fun. You think he's been exposed to Banish Bold Holy Light?
Oh no. And Griffin Focus Fire? Oh god.
How often did the word depressed fall in the Sodapoppin cast today?
This is gonna be tough. Yeah, Mountain King's gonna be level 5 probably after this camp. That is surprisingly not a red camp. I remember this as being a red, but I guess it's just under the threshold. Like a 755, not a red camp. Wow.
That is quite ridiculous. And of course, Dendi can creep every spot in seconds now, which makes the strong heroes even stronger in no time. He can just explore the map a little bit, you know, live Melting Valley to the fullest.
And Soda, I'm wondering, he's going to the upper left right now. Does he not realize where Dendi's expanded? I think he still has yet to scout the expansion. He knows about it, but he has not made his way to what we consider the natural gold mine on Melting Valley, but apparently Soda does not. He considers the quarters to be the natural gold mine.
I mean, it is usually the way, right? Like on Last Refuge, on Concealed Hill, it's always same line as your main. So I can see why he got confused a little bit.
Scions and Knights and try Hero going to the main base. So to just reach tier 2, he is not mining his expansion because he needed an Acropolis, which he is rebuilding, but unfortunately, he's not going to have a strong enough army. Can he force Dendi back? With 6 Fiends and some Beetles, will Dendi respect this enough to Town Portal, or is he just going to try to end the game in the main base of Soda?
I don't think Dendi in this group respecting anything or anyone. He can do whatever. Might be nice for Soda to get a couple of peasants here. I mean, he has no choice, right? He can't TP. The only actor here is Dendi. Also, the shop super far away is still with creeps, and now we get the fight. Good luck, Soda.
No web either. Banish Bolt Holy Light. Come on, give it to us. Bolt the Crypt Lord. My God.
Ouch.
Jesus.
Ouch. 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 Dendi is an evil, evil man.
Yeah, and this is where undead players say, like, oh, look, it's so broken. But it was, again, everything leading up to this point that got Dendi here. And Soda, a nice try staying in the game. He did everything that he could to stay in the game, trying to get that expansion resaturated. But unfortunately, Dendi, he just played a really good game.
So clean, man. It felt like the game against Annie was a little bit of a warm-up. Now Dendi is truly online. No mistakes. The foggy coaching paying off. Even though it was the worst, the wrong map, not getting deterred from that. The scout was insane on the bottom right-hand side, Expo. And yeah, GG it is then.
Yeah.
Dendi 1, Soda 0. We move on to a map that is a lot smaller. It is Tidehunters. Will Dendi go 2-0, 4-0? And what kind of strat has Soda prepared here? It is one of the best expansion maps in the entire pool.
Yep. It's a very easy expansion creep, very available to you. F7, by the way. There's your F7 reminder. And we will start creeping for both players. And the hero choice for both players changes up for Soda. He goes for the DK. He said Coil Nova is super fun, so he's maybe sticking with what is the funnest for him, which sometimes fun can equal good results. If you're enjoying yourself, you don't play tilted, you play better, so I agree with it to switch things up for Dendi. Why would we tell him what to do at this point? He seems to be, he's going to be a better player than everyone in this scene in, 1 month of this race.
Bro is going Mountain King lab creep.
And it's pretty clean, actually. He barely takes any damage. Like, maybe some peasants were lost, but overall, he's so healthy.
Yeah. God damn it. Ring of the Archmagi as well. Soda moving to the left-hand side, jumping from green to green. And that will be his level 2, which is probably the most important one. The early game for Soda will be dodge these Stormbolt surrounds at, like, with everything you possibly can.
Yeah, I think DK Ghouls can be a pretty good way to play against Mountain King if the Mountain King doesn't get, high-level claps early on, because you can pressure the expansion. Fiends obviously are too high value against bolts, so like they get bolted and killed and you lose a lot of your army. Ghouls, you could argue, aren't even worth a bolt to kill. You would prefer to save them for higher value targets like the Death Knight. So DK Ghouls could match up pretty well, but Dendi's not going for an expansion this game. One base Mountain King. Wow. Classic NA build order here.
Yeah, reminds me a bit of Furf.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
Hopefully he doesn't have to adjust his gamma during the game, because that is not possible in Warcraft anymore. And since then, Furf has not played a single game.
True. Yeah, they took it out of the game, and that was his secret weapon.
Oh!
Coil. Yeah, nicely done, Soda.
Mental victory
Love
here.
to see that. Fantastic. The best play from Soda so far in this tournament right there.
Right. He just needs a coil, man. A DK can be very helpful for new players because you always have a heal, or you almost always have a heal. He's just ignoring the footies. Now I'm gonna harass you guys. This, it's gonna be another hammer and probably the next ghoul.
The important thing to remember when you play against Mountain King is eventually he runs out of mana. Every time he has mana, you're going to lose units. There's nothing you can do about it. One bolt is going to equal one kill. You just have to tell yourself he's going to run out of mana eventually.
And that time is now. Soda might get another coil, but it's only 70, and now the Mountain King is level 3 and got the extra stats and will have mana in a bit. Ooh, stressful. And Soda again, 4 out of 5 acolytes.
Yeah, has that made a big difference in gold? He's lost 160 gold so far compared to Dendi at home. So that Acolyte's been it's been gone for a while. He needs to
Yeah.
get back to mining.
I mean,
Notices now. Not the end of the world, though.
he built that graveyard, and you see how far that's progressed. But okay, we got it. The ping came, and Soda notices. It's doing a little evasion creeping now.
Yes, nice. Stay away from that Mountain King until you get Death Knight level 3, until you get Nova unlocked. Mountain King on one base can be a little bit weird to play because you burn all your mana, you feel really strong for a little while, and then you run out of mana, your Mountain King gets half HP, and then you kind of run out of plays because you don't have that economic edge to always fall back on.
Yeah. Will be fed by a Blood Mage once again. Love that play. DK, a little bit surrounded here. Dendi, of course, finds him at the weirdest spot of the map where you shouldn't expect your opponent. Like, what the hell? Check him PC. He has such a great read on the game.
Yeah, really nice find. I guess he just said, okay, where's the green camp he could be at right now? Finds him. Stormbolt on time. TP could have almost been used, but not quite. Unfortunate for Skippy Leet in this match.
Oh, poor Skippy. That is a rough one. But it was the same for Annie, and he must have known, so he was probably mentally prepared. But losing against the Mountain King has broken many, many people.
Yeah, it's a difficult hero to play against. It feels impossible sometimes, but you just have to hold on, let him use his resources, and then you're a lot stronger. But unfortunately, Dendi got such a huge advantage already. And the Death Knight is going to slowly come back in this game. Dendi goes to tier 3, has that Blood Mage you mentioned. And he could even expand now if he wanted to.
Yep. He doesn't have the resource at the moment as he queued the tier 3, as you said, but he has the freedom, that's for sure. Lich is out, so we're trying to get the Coral Nova online. I wonder if Dendi went into this game with a plan of what units to build and what to do and stuff, or if he's just like, oh, tier 3 sounds nice, yeah, maybe, you know, this game, Sanctum, yeah, why not? It seems like that's how he's playing the game, and it's working.
Yeah, he seems to be freestyling a lot, but importantly, and this is the the story of this whole tournament maybe, he's not floating resources very often. He's always building units. Whatever he decides to go with, he gets them on time, and he builds them and invests his resources into them with the proper upgrades, etc. So it doesn't matter what you build, just build something, and Dendi's showing that.
Did you see what's going on with the creeps? How did that happen? They went to the base, to the ghoul. Is that maybe with like return resources, or he clicked on a tree or something? They followed the ghoul for a long time.
Yeah, sometimes creeps chase in a weird way. Obviously, if you unsummon that, they chase like that, but maybe there's some resource returning thing with ghouls that it works on. I do not know.
The ways of Warcraft are mysterious. Chat is asking, is this the real Sodapoppin? Yes, and the real Dendi as well. And then we're gonna have the real Tyler and also the real Annie. They're all real.
All real. As is the possibility of Dendi getting 2-0 in this matchup so far. Very far ahead, but soon we're going to have level 3 DK. So we're pretty happy with that if we're a Soda fan.
Okay then. Statues, Fiends. Banish Banish Bolt. Is it insta-gip on a Fiend?
Not anymore. Fiends got a slight buff to their HP. Or no, Bolt got a slight nerf to the damage, so it can't one-shot Fiends anymore. But yeah, it used to be. Banish Bolt could just one-shot a Fiend, and there was no saving it unless you literally dodged it with anti-magic shield. It was the only way to save your Fiends. Classic.
Or, of course, you can try to burrow. That would be a pro move, but let's see. Dendi marches into the base. Of course, there's an old saying, never fight in an undead base. So we just snipe one unit, move away, suck some mana so we don't have to fear these Novas. But there's no Paladin just yet for Dendi. You gotta respect the Call Nova, even if it's only level 2-1.
He's got a potion of healing, but needs to press the button. He showed that in the first series against Andy. He wasn't always on time with the with the potions. Lich goes down because the coil was used offensively, and Soda's got to back into his base. Cannot fight this Mountain King, getting mana transferred over. Dendi not losing anything there.
Rifle Caster is the play, oftentimes on one base with enough fire. That's the most affordable strategy for one base human. But yeah, the Pally comes online once again, and it's gonna be brutal. Lich resurrected, but no third hero. Silence would be nice against this. But yeah, what else can Soda do on the tier 3? I don't know if he has a timing anymore. Dendi is just enjoying his Warcraft vacation to the fullest. All you can eat buffet, free drinks. He's got it all.
Yeah, I guess one thing you could say for Soda is that Dendi has a lot of leftover footmen still, so maybe a destroyer in the air, and then, Lich gets the orb. He could win a fight if Dendi overstays, but for now he's just gobbling up everything he can. He's getting a free fiend, he's getting that camp there for the consumable, which is a greater heal. And Soda might have one good fight in him if he waits long enough, again, for the destroyer and for that Lich to come back, but Dendi should just expand probably at this stage.
Yep, he could, but he's staying at 50, using some items. Heal scroll always there. Got a staff as well, so even if there's Coil Nova, you can still zap them out. Too easy for Dendi. Cleans around for Dendi. Dendi feels much more confident. Yeah, he is playing indeed on a different level than Soda here, but it's only an opening match. Future rounds should be closer. Even has a Watch Award pinned down to see that there's no expansion, so the scouting is great. Probably Foggy's advice always in his ear.
Yeah, worth noting, Dendi's probably the only one of these people that has any serious tournament experience, so maybe everyone else could be a little bit nervous. Dendi is absolutely not going to be phased at all by playing a competition. He is used to the biggest stages. He's used to huge crowds. He's not going to be nervous. He's not going to be worried, which is probably where that confidence is coming from.
And it was really, really good coaching. Like, Dendi had the foundation pretty much the entire time, but never really put it on the map. Like, the game I played against him was pure chaos. This feels super structured, clear game plan. Yep. At the beginning, we creep a little bit, then we move over, we snipe. I put pressure on him. I don't do any weird shenanigans that can throw me off. Just good gaming.
There's barely any wasted time, and there's barely any wasted production time. He's always getting upgrades. Right now he's getting Inner Fire. When he had some downtime, he got Defend because he had leftover footmen. When he's not pressuring, he's creeping. And he's just always doing something that helps him in the future. Soda has potential to win this fight still. It's not an impossible fight to win. But happy in Soda's shoes, and this fight is won.
Alright, yes, of course. Banished! Bolt! Kabam!
Oh my God.
Man, you can't do anything, man. The nuke is way too crazy. The DK will probably be next. There is a town portal. He can't save himself, but there's the banish, there's the bolt, and while he was struggling a little bit during the fight in the first map, this is now the right order. Soda finds the way to get out of there, but the next Holy Light is just a couple of seconds away, since you can spam that until the end of time.
She's helping. Blight helping. Aura helping. The regen is good. The towers are here for Soda. But his fiends are a little bit out of position. Defensive coil this time around helps save that fiend. But mana. The Mountain King's full mana again, just like that. Oh no.
Freaking Blood Mage. Fix the Blonde Devil. Unreal. Every matchup. In the hands of Dendi then, of course, as well. What a beautiful combo. What a beautiful performance. Dendi 2-0, 4-0. The expected dominator in this tournament so far.
I'd be getting real nervous if I was Ompi watching these games.
Yeah.
I'd be preparing specifically for one opponent and one opponent only.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. This was way better than I expected from Dendi. I expected him to be strong. I expected him to be good. But, wow.
Yeah, I think I expected Ompi to be the best, but I think Dendi's the best player in this tournament looking at those games.
Was he holding back all this time? Was he just faking?
True, sandbagging. Oh my god.
I guess. Goddamn, Soda is looking quite a bit depressed. Not happy about the outcome.
No, I won't.
Are we having any post-game interviews? I don't think so.
And he was probably right, to be honest, sadly.
Dendi's super chill, wearing that smile. Yes, of course. Easy, guys, easy. Super nice. I like that guy.
Interview, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, only one player we haven't seen now, and that will be the player we see next, which is none other than Tyler1, the person that started all of this.
Have fun in the second game?
Oh.
No.
Interview with Soda. Let's listen in.
I had zero fun in both games. That was a miserable experience. I hated the entire time. I have yet
Put up a good
to have
fight.
gone against people in my ratings that do those surrounds or do anything like that. That was my
Yo,
first
GG.
time experiencing it, and I got shit on. Good job, Dendi. Good game.
Good game. Yeah, nice
I
use.
felt no, that was miserable. That was
Oh.
horrible on my end.
With more time, you can do it too, Soda.
No, I don't think so. That I fucking just went. I just fed the whole game. Fed my Death Knight, got stunned, surrounded, dead. I mean, I saw it coming like 10 years before, and I still did it because I'm stupid as fuck. So
you did
fucking
some
trash.
cool turtle
No,
steals.
no, I didn't.
It was a good turtle steal with the coil.
Yeah,
Let's come on, Soda. Give yourself some
wasn't
credit
even
there.
one.
That was at least 1,200 MMR right there. Okay,
No, it wasn't.
keep it up,
So
buddy.
emo.
Oh, so bad. God, he's fucking
like-
one step ahead of me the whole game.
It's just Mountain King is pretty good against like those small melee units like ghouls, skellies. Like it's very good. I clap. We all lose attack speed, 25 or 30%. I don't know how much, and it's just easy to fight for me. So if you maybe
Like,
wait
fuck me.
for
I don't know what to do.
spiders.
What do I do? There's spiders. I did spiders. I got owned.
Soda, did you know in that first game that Dendi expanded?
No,
Oh.
Now you do.
Yeah, we
Okay.
both expanded.
I was just curious.
I had no clue he expanded. What?
I was trying my best to scout both games. Like it really helped a lot. I know it's really hard. Like and usually when I was doing it before, I was getting overwhelmed. But because it's tournament, it feels like like extra focus.
You had
So-
good intuition, Dendi. You scouted his main base on the ice map, and because he was still tier 1, you intuited he must have an expand on the other
No,
spot.
I saw he have no worker on mining, on gold mine, and I thought,
Oh.
okay, he's expanding probably. So
Oh,
if
yeah.
it would be 5 workers on gold mine, I would probably not think about it at all.
Yeah, you forgot to make the acolyte, Soda.
Yeah, no, I fucked up everything.
It's okay. Better luck next time.
Yeah, GG's.
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 Soda not happy, bro.
Ampy, thanks for the cast.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's two types of
Yeah,
people when it
course.
comes to this game. There's the people like Soda, which is very similar to me. When I lose, I don't want to hear anything.
Yep.
I'm just mad.
Yep.
And then there's people like Dendi, and that's more like the confident, cool people. Like I think Seiso is a good example of someone like Dendi. You know, lose the games like, yeah, I made a couple mistakes. I think I'll play better next time. I feel like. And there's one that is much better for competing than the other. But unfortunately, you can't fix it. You can't fix it. That's just how people like us function when we lose.
Yep. I feel Soda like I play these low level league matches, and I had the chance to get promoted in the German league, and I sucked the final game. I sucked so bad. I played like shit. My opponent caught me off guard. I was so mad at myself.
Yep.
And I had like 1.5 hours broadcast planned after that. I was just miserable. I was just a grumpy little shit the entire time. I couldn't pull it out of my ass. It's just it gets to you, man. It gets to you. Let's go. We're synced up. We're locked in. We got Tyler with his debut match versus Ani Fuchsia. I think the sympathies are clearly distributed. 0 for Tyler, 100 for Annie. Left-hand side is Tyler, the big mouth, and Annie. Please survive the early game.
So far, I like what I'm seeing in Annie's base. Very early Arcane Tower. I would like to see a third farm from her as well. Priority on level 3. If she can creep the green, creep the seafood buffet to the left of her base, that orange camp, and then go out on the map and passively creep to level 3. Tyler's going to try to just brute force the main base into the Arcane Tower, but if Annie gets the 2 creep camps close to her base, moves out with the Archmage, maybe the green camps in the corners, and squeaks together a level 3, again, run into Tyler's base, kill the burrows.
Right on, right on. We're starting with the green. As careful as possible. The purge goes onto the footman, not on the water elemental. Solid start. Second one as well. This cannot be stolen. Ha! Loser.
Item. Perfect. Ring of Superiority. Oh, Tyler. Could take a lot of damage on the Farseer. Annie focusing on the Wolves. She was probably coached to do that, but in this case, I would like to see some more auto attacks on the Farseer. Obviously, no salves available for either player early on, so any damage taken is relatively permanent. Second summon a Wolves. Annie gets that whole camp to herself.
Nah, the Spirit Wolf got 1 creep, unfortunately. And one militia going down. But apart from that, it's no instant level 2. Never was meant to be. Wolves, I think, went to Annie. And that's where the experience is coming from.
And we do have... Oh, can't lose these peasants. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're down 1 peasant. We normally want 8 on lumber, and he's only at 7. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. There's an arcane tower up. There shouldn't be any more peasants dying now with that tower.
Yep. And this one is a bit exposed. Now, but we realize that. Wonderful. Water Elemental strong, but it's the second last one. Tyler also bursting through the mana. And, you know, I've been hearing, oh, Tyler's early game is so good. Oh, his early game macro is so fine and micro and everything. I don't see a big dominance so far.
Annie was really, really smart to back up there. She hasn't taken a lot of damage on her Archmage at all, and every time she gets pressured, she backs up to her Arcane Tower. Not fighting out in the open a little bit right now, but because she feels confident enough, pressuring the Farseer on less than half HP, and now Annie has space to maybe call Militia and go for the green camp, the Kruak camp.
Yeah. You know what they call Annie as well from here on out, judging from this early game? The Swedish Wall. What a clean defense, dude. Tyler has nothing on her. Not many kills, one little Null Brood steal. Who gives a fuck about a Null Brood? And Tyler now running straight into the Hydra. Get all the poison, man. Just like your behavior. All the toxic to you.
And Annie will now get level 2. Aura, of course, going to be very, very important. Blacksmith as well. So we'll be Riflecaster again with a Mountain King again. But the space, the defense, that was the most important part of the game, I would say, was how well Annie defended the Farseer harass, and it was very well done.
As soon as we have the Mountain King Carson, this game is basically over. Stormbolt. Essentially, yep. I don't think Tyler can micro good enough against that. He will fall back soon, right? Shop is coming up. He needs to heal because of the poison creeps. He got some items, okay, but what's the Claw really doing on a Farseer? Not much. Now... Tier 2 finished, and this time we're not in a stress situation at the arrival of Tier 2, so I guess Mountain King and Tier 2 production buildings should be coming soon. And Tyler is coming back, and I think Grubby says, creep the lab, you idiot!
Yeah, you can easily take these contestable creep camps. Once you have between 4 and 6 headhunters, you can go for these labs. And it's quite easy just to grab the item, move to the next, grab the item. And you normally want to do this before the Mountain King comes out, because that's when the human gets map control. So Tyler could have done that. That would have been quote-unquote optimal play on this map in this matchup. But TC, Raiders, and Walkers seem to be the play for Tyler. Might go Tier 3. He does like going for those Torns and those Shamans. But for now, I'm just going to be sticking to Tier 2. I imagine Knopf has pulled him back from Tier 3 slightly to just playing more Raider Walker stuff.
Bro, Knopf can tell him anything he wants. The first coaching's like, yo, when you're against Undead, don't play Walkers. Don't play Walkers. They're easy to snipe. You don't really need them when you're up against the DK. Next day, streaming. What's he building? All the Walkers in the world.
True.
I wonder why this guy has ears. It's not arriving in his brain anyway. So, who knows?
Annie, power building the Sanctum. You like to see that. Mountain King on time.
Players' forces are under
And we're
attack.
soon going to have the Riflecaster army online. Footmen have died, sure, but the Rifleman count is as healthy as it needed to be. We have long rifles. Not yet. Needs to be researched.
And Macro Police is slightly getting unhappy, but that was mostly due to the creep. Level 3 for Annie, level 3 for Tyler as well. Creep route looking fine. Tyler expanding. And Annie, go, 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 go. Leon told you, dodges the Farseer scout. I think she's fixing her control group. And here we go. This is the most beautiful timing we've seen all day.
For Tyler, the expansion, this is actually a standard Expo timing in this matchup. It's a little bit more complicated to not get the Expo canceled, but still, like, and then Annie actually finds the Expo. This is the high-level stuff. This is very standard Orcs vs. Human things. Is this Expo getting canceled? Love to see it.
Oh, I got the tutorial by Leon in my ear. He's doing exactly what he told him to do. Now, Bolt! Yes! On the Farseer! Let's go!
Oh my god.
Let's go! Let's go! Ah! You found the button, unfortunately.
But Expo canceled, TP forced, and just go back to creeping now. You've accomplished everything you need to. Just go creep. Just go creep, build units, and you're in a perfect position.
I told people for 10 days straight, Ani is gonna beat Tyler. If that really happens, people can't meme about me anymore when I call myself the prophet.
Players forced
It's very
to
possible Tyler just needs to allow her some space to get Mountain King level 3. That Mountain King is the carry, just like the TC is for the Orc. But Tyler has the faster creeping speed currently. Is he going to pull the red? Oh my god, that would be a very efficient high-level play. If Tyler creeps the shop while pulling the red, okay, it's not going to. And Annie gets the lab, Raider heal, perfect item for that Mountain King. Now she just needs to go to the bottom left to avoid Tyler, and she'll be able to creep MK3, no problem.
Both players are forgetting about the next farms. Okay, Tyler gets it now, plus the expansion. Annie, ready to fight. TC, heard. Mountain King, hammer away, Annie. Maybe...
Not an impossible fight.
Yeah.
The priests are AFK in the base right now for Annie,
Oh
unfortunately.
no! Oh, that's unfortunate indeed, but there's no TP anymore! The wolves block himself! You idiot! You block yourself! LOL! Annie TP out! First hero kill! Go down, bitch!
Wow, and Annie could have stuck around and probably killed the TC as well there. Uh-oh, Tyler. His expo is like 14 peasants.
Oh my god, that's the Spiral Expo squared!
That is far away. That is, I say 14 is probably realistically like a 9 peasant, 8 or 9 peasant expo. That's far away.
Dude, I can...
It's very far away.
I have to zoom out to get that on one screen. And
oh my god.
I really like the early TP. Of course, in a perfect world, you could stay a little longer and kill the TC, but we talked about this at the beginning of Group B, I think. If you're unsure, rather TP out instead of feeding the opponent like 3 rifles. This way, we still got 44 out of 44, but we're gonna fix that. Macro Police, slightly unhappy, but it's alright. This is still a minute without the Farseer, all the time in the world, and because she was home, she's able to fix the priest situation, and she finds the expo again, laughing to herself probably, because it's that far away. And that's another cancel. Boom, boom!
Yeah, give these coaches a raise. They obviously told her, hey, look, the Orc player is going to try to expand. You need to go over for the cancel. And honestly, at this level, it's very difficult for Orc to defend their expansion because you need to creep close by. You need to have good scouting with your wolves. You need to cover a lot of space. If the human just decides to walk across and cancel it, they're going to get it. So it's great coaching advice if that's what they told her. Counterattack, but with no TP, Tyler. Wait a second. There's no TP.
No, nobody
That
has
is
a
screwed.
TP, Carson. Nobody has a TP. The Farseer is coming out. The militia is getting wrecked. We're in a base race situation.
Oh my
Farseer.
god.
Oh. Will it die? Attack. Farseer, attack. I think Annie's panicking a little bit. Mountain King just tanking the hit. Tanking the hit. No, no, not like this.
Oh no. TC level 4. He had a greater mana. If he didn't have a greater mana, he had so many shockwaves. MK's gonna die. Reinforce is coming. Oh yeah, Tyler's gonna win it. Oh no, it's so close for Annie. But she's losing her main. It's not impossible still, but with Reinforce finishing, it's gonna be very difficult to break the base of Tyler.
This is the saddest day in my life. Holy shit. I mean, not the worst call by Tyler, I gotta say. Going for that base race was smart. Oh, and then Annie just overwhelmed. This is so unfortunate. Did she save a peasant? Unfortunately not. My heart is
Everything
broken.
just priests in production. She has a ton of gold if she only did get a peasant out, but unfortunately. And she's going back, but I was gonna be mining. I mean, okay, let's say a world in which she can go back, somehow trap the whole army and kill everything. Maybe then she can win. But if Tyler is able to escape or win the fight with the army, it is no longer possible.
The damn Mountain King is missing, man. With the Mountain King, I'd say, yeah, maybe. Go for it. But...
Yeah.
Okay, TC
Tyler
running away
using
like a
speed
chicken
scroll.
that Tyler is.
Block! Block it! Oh, almost. Unfortunate. Not having the TP. I mean, there's a world. Oh, there's a block on the Kodo. All right.
Look at her go.
All right. We see you. We see you.
Yeah.
Little micro movie being made here. Yup. Yup. Get it.
Ani clearly better micro, clearly better macro. Just because Orc is so good at base racing, this freaking lame-ass Orc style. Hate that race.
Without the greater mana, Annie wins. Because Tyler cannot win versus the militia. He would have been forced to back away to the militia. Oh, she played such a good game, too. The Expo cancels, the Farseer kill. It was really a good game. It would have been a huge win.
Everything on point, man. Everything on point except that TP. And of course the Mountain King situation there in the base when things went AWOL. Very, very proud of Annie's performance here, but god damn, that other guy wins.
Yeah, 1-0. Very, very close game. Oh my god. But unfortunately, it's a weird base race situation that I don't think either player were prepared for. And ended up just being the perfect play for Tyler. He was in the right place at the right time with the right items. And if Annie's base was closed, again, another thing that could make a big difference. She probably got told to not close it because you get trapped and it happens and stuff like that. But if her base was closed, that wouldn't have been able to happen either. A lot of things had to go Tyler's way for him to get this win.
And now you get everything. Okay, Tyler bottom left, Annie upper right. Forward, 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 forward. But I think I didn't talk any trash when I said Farseer headhunt.
Yeah, no, definitely Farseer headers. For Annie, it's going to be a very similar build order as well. It gets the early tower, gets 3 farms, and we'll tech after that. Last game, remember, there was not enough peasants for the lumber economy. Hopefully this game, you do have enough to sustain all the upgrades you need for Riflecaster.
Okay, we do have the tower. We do have the 2 farm into the 3rd farm. And Farseer marching across. So far, so good.
A player's forces
Oh,
are under
Tyler
attack.
going for the left-hand side to disrupt the creeping. Let's see how this goes. We're still fast forwarding, I gotta say. But so far, so clean, if I saw this correctly. 1 herd footman moved to the side. 1 worker down with a sweet little wolf block. And Tyler, this time it seems to be working out much better. Also stealing the creeps away on the way to level 2 pretty much immediately. Uh-oh, Archmage, now I'm live. Archmage a little bit caught off guard.
Yeah, Footman gets ensnared, and he does get that experience, I believe. Yeah, it does get that experience, but Footmen are going down. Tyler looking to maybe snag that item. Archmage getting hurt quite a bit, and it's not easy to recover from this damage in this matchup for Human. That's why Archmage health is so valuable, and Orc will always prioritize damage on that over everything else. And Annie, this isn't a great start for her, unfortunately.
No, misses a shot. A lot of resources here. Tech is running, though, 50%. And I think prior to the series, Tyler would have expected he shows up to the base, hits a couple of times with the Farseer, and then GG over. We're still in the race here. We're limping, but we're still in the race.
Yeah, Blacksmith and Shop coming up. Tyler is very ambitiously... He's not going to be able to creep this. He's going to lose 2 editors if he commits to this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you right now. Just watch it and sit back and enjoy.
Well, so far it's going well, actually. 5 headhunters do quite some damage, but the inner fire Tuskar sorcerers, when they have 5 armor, they look so chill and they look so peaceful, but once they get inner fire, they're beasts.
All right, he's microing a couple headers away. Okay, takes a little bit more damage, but I mean, this is good experience. We're happy with this if we're Tyler. Level 3. 2 headers need to go back and get salved, but he doesn't lose anything. Okay, we're all right at the end of the day, but and he is creeping at the same time. Going for her Tuskar camp. Greater heal could be a nice find for that Archmage.
Invulnerability, also not too bad. She's usually pretty quick using that one, and she needs it now. The Footman also hurt. Could be a Tyler double kill.
Oh, the creep jack hurts quite a bit, doesn't it? Archmage trying to get into the back of the base. And Tyler, again, with map control, as you so often do with the Farseer headers. Farseer is almost level 4. Jesus, this lab creep.
It was quite good, but it wasn't that good for his headhunter count. You were quite right. Not too sure if the tower got the creep and if it was denied, or if Annie got it eventually. But yeah, nasty. Tyler en route so far. So is the TC with, once again, Radar Walker. And Annie is missing healing. Shop is there, but she's idling a little bit. Fixing some macro, fixing the build. Okay, no Footman left in the race, but we wanted to rotate out of them anyway. Nobody has need for Footman.
Yeah, one thing going Annie's way is Tyler is maybe feeling a little bit overconfident. He's creeping aggressively. He's not expanding right now. And if Annie's given enough space, when she gets the Mountain King out, when she gets the rifle count higher, Human army is better overall if the Orc does not have an expansion to get heal scrolls, etc. But Tyler currently has lots of experience advantage, but I think cannot give too much space or too much time.
Can you say that again with a Scottish accent?
I cannot do accents. I will not dare doing accents.
Human army is better than your army. Tyler1 said it in 2001,
It's true.
and it's still true since the beta. All we need is this Mountain King. As long as the Mountain King is in, Tyler will lose heroes to Mountain Kings. It's a foregone conclusion. Just, you know, levels would be nice.
I like that Tyler's solo creeping the TC so much, very confidently as well. But Annie's not giving him the space. These creeps are going to wreck him. He could lose some serious units here, but Annie is being defensive because she doesn't have that many units right now.
Yeah, I think the confidence that she had after the defense in map 1 is kind of gone. Stormbolt opportunity, not going for it. A bit too hesitant, unfortunately, but understandable given how the game went so far.
Could be calling Militia from the main base. That's what we see a lot of human players do in this position because they can reach across the map like that. Chain Lightning. Mountain King's safe for now. Pushing vulnerability could be used. So many low units for Tyler, but Annie unable to finish anything. But she hasn't lost any rifles in this exchange.
Yeah, her fights are really, really, really good. Just getting there has always been a bit of a problem. Fastia chasing. Mountain King keeps the distance. All good. We need some more healing. But Tyler is pretty bruised, but he got some heal salves. Nicely done.
And he's going back to the shop with the Mountain King. I think the priests, unfortunately, are idle again. We have yet to see a priest make it out of the base in this series. Oh, this is over-aggressive from Annie. She needs to back away. She's getting a raider kill. The wolves are going to wreck everything. Annie needed to be more defensive. Let him creep. It's fine. Eventually, he'll crumble in the fights, but he's going to need a TP out now. Losing the last rifle as well, probably.
Oh man, that was brutal. That was brutal. Well done from Tyler, baiting her into a situation where he thinks, oh, I'm so far behind already. Let me get this one more kill, 2 more kills maybe. But then all hell breaks loose with a nice shock. We can say about Tyler whatever you want, but his shockwaves are sweet and his TC control is good. And yeah, it was a little orc buffet presented right there. Now he's losing raiders to the creeps. Keck! But yeah, he did that well.
Yeah, and he's creeping a ton. You can lose units to creeps as long as you're creeping camps 4-1 on your opponent because you get tons of gold, tons of items, tons of experience. You could lose your whole army, and at the end of the day, Farseer's almost level, well, on his way to level 5, and the TC's level 3. And he right now struggling 2-1 heroes. The army is better, but against Chainwave, this high a level, unfortunately, it might not be the greatest.
Yeah.
How are you using the Kodo to creep? He devoured the priest.
Really? That's actually cool.
Yeah.
I haven't
idea.
seen that before, but yeah, that's dope. That priest is freaking annoying.
Annie wants to play defensively. She does, I would argue, have the better army. If the heroes were even right now, Annie would have the better army. But they're not at all. Tyler with Spirit Link. Wolves are really good. Is there even a death on the priest? There isn't, and they're not healing right now.
Oh no, a little oversight. The second control group. There's not too much to hit for a shockwave, but it's a thing of beauty. Mountain King fall forward once again. Invo potion on the Archmage. Unfortunately, underdeveloped heroes, and the shockwave hits hard. The next, the chainwave will hit hard. It's just all lined up. Gotta hit him. And it's a little bit of misery here. Maybe with home turf advantage. Pray.
Yeah, Tyler could overextend. Again, he doesn't have an expansion. He's just playing with what you see. So maybe he overcommits in, goes for the shop, and he's trying to buy some items before the shop goes down. I think she used the scroll, and then it accidentally got canceled right away. So he's in the back. Tough to hold right now. Militia called. Can Tyler overcommit into the militia?
Let's go. There is a mana stone, unfortunately. RNG is with Tonka. New water elementals. All right, we're spamming the spells as good as we can. But these AoE spells, man. On a map with only one shop, it's so hard to get the heal scrolls. And this build with these AoE, yep, exactly. Just wrecking everything.
Yeah, there's still tons of shockwaves left, and Tyler paying close attention to the TC. You can tell how much he values the TC mana and the shockwave value. Everything has been money when it comes to the shockwaves and the TC this series, and it seems like Tyler will close it out not without some adversity, especially on map number 1. This could have been a tied series at this point, but unfortunately, and he's not going to be able to get a map win so far.
Well, then we gotta wreck Soda. That's also right. I would
Yep.
have loved... Oh, towers, of course. I would have loved her to wreck Tyler to just shut his face, but today wasn't the day. I don't think any fan has to be ashamed because of that map 1. That was so good.
Yeah.
Just the lack of a TP. Oh, man.
Trying to hold on, but again, everything is dead. Trying to get that TC kill. That'd be a moral victory. Unfortunately, Archmage will fall, and that will be 2-0 for T1.
Shit! Shit. My wildest dreams.
Good showing.
My wildest dreams won't come true. This was the match that I was anticipating most because of the upset potential. We got so close, but yet it's so far away. Very respectable though. Nice comments towards Annie. She deserves it. And since everybody is so nice towards her, I gotta say Tyler played map 1 freaking great.